Okay, children, a very good morning to all of you. In the previous class, I was discussing what is trapezium and how to find area of a trapezium and many other things about trapezium in detail I had discussed. Today, let us discuss how to find area of a general quadrilateral. So, children, what is meant by general quadrilateral? General quadrilateral means we do not know whether it is a square or a rectangle or a parallelogram or a trapezium, kite, rhombus, etc. Okay. Because they are specific quadrilaterals, okay, they have a particular formula to find the area. But if the quadrilateral is general, there is actually no direct formula to calculate area of any general quadrilateral. Then the point is how to calculate. How can we, suppose we are given a, look at, suppose we are given a quadrilateral like this, we do not know what is the shape, okay, it is a general quadrilateral, say A, B, C, D. How to find the area, okay, how to find the area of this general quadrilateral. See, one method is we can divide the area into some plane figure. Suppose you see, suppose I will join this diagonal, one diagonal, look at. Suppose I will join any one diagonal. Now what will happen? If I join any one diagonal, what will happen? The general quadrilateral will be divided into two triangles or two plane figures, okay. Now if we can find, we know how to find the area of a triangle. The formula is half into base into height from class 7, okay. Now, if we can find the area of triangle ABC and area of triangle ADC, and if we add them, then it will give you the what? It will give you the area of the general quadrilateral ABCD. That means, suppose you are given the length of this diagonal, it is already given. See, suppose it is D unit, okay. Now, the two perpendicular altitudes, see, drawn. Suppose this is M and this is N, another perpendicular, see. Now look at children, AC is the diagonal of the quadrilateral, general quadrilateral, but it is the base of triangle ADC as well as triangle ABC. AC is the diagonal of the quadrilateral, which is also the base of triangle ADC and the base of triangle ABC. Now if you are given the length of diagonal D, that means here the base is D. Now suppose the length of this high altitude is height is H1, this is H2. Now you can easily compute what will be the area of triangle ADC and triangle ABC, and on adding these two areas you will get what? Area of general quadrilateral ABCD. So you see, let us find what will be the formula. So first we have to find area triangle your ADC. Look at, it is half into base into height. So what is the base? Base is H1 AC, and what is the height? Height is H1. Similarly, area triangle your ABC. Area of triangle ABC will be half into base is same and height is H2. Now you add the two. If you add the two, area of ADC and area of ABC, you will get area quadrilateral your ABCD. Because if you add the area of this triangle and this triangle, you will get the area of the total quadrilateral, general quadrilateral ABCD, which will be equal to half AC into H1 plus half AC into H2. AC in place of H you can write D. Here also AC, here you can write D. Okay, because the length of AC is given D. Now you take common half D. If you take common half D, it will be H1 plus H2. See, that means half into diagonal into sum of the half into diagonal into sum of the what? Two altitudes will give you area of the general quadrilateral. This is the formula. In this way, that means I want to say that to find the area of any general quadrilateral, even polygon, we will discuss one question on polygon also. So, we have to divide the quadrilateral or polygon into different plane figures. Triangle or rectangle, triangle, anything. Rectangle, trapezium, rectangle, square, because we know their formula. Okay, then we have to find the area of all the figures that the polygon or the quadrilateral is divided, and then we have to add their area so that the total area of the polygon or the general quadrilateral will be obtained. Okay, children, this is how to find the area of general one general quadrilateral. How to find the area of any general quadrilateral? You can use this formula to calculate. Okay, now let us see how to find area of a polygon. Okay, because you see there is no specific formula to find area of what? Polygon. We have to divide the polygon into different what? We have to divide the polygon into different plane figures. Suppose you see, suppose you are given a pentagon, see, area of polygon, this is A, B, C, and E. Look at it. Here you are given a polygon known as your pentagon. So how to calculate the area of this pentagon? Suppose you see, there is actually no direct formula to calculate. As per your book, as per your syllabus, there is no direct formula to calculate area of a pentagon. So how can we find it? To find the area of a pentagon, let us divide it into what? Different plane figures as I told you. If you join this, look at A and C are two non-consecutive vertices, and understanding quadrilateral, I said if we join any two non-consecutive vertices in a polygon, it gives the, or it becomes the diagonal. So this is one diagonal of the pentagon. Join AC. Similarly, you join another A and D. They are also non-consecutive vertices. See, they are also two non-consecutive vertices. So it will be another what? It will be another diagonal of this particular pentagon. Okay. Now see. Now what happened? By joining two diagonals, now the total pentagon has been divided into. The total pentagon has been divided into how many triangles? 3 triangles, which are nothing but your plane figures. Now see, suppose you are given the length of altitudes is given. See, this is H1, this is your H2, this is your H3. See. Suppose the 3 altitudes are given and these 3 diagonals are given. Suppose D1, this is your D2, this is your D2. That means the length of 2 diagonals D1, that is AC and AD are given. Suppose you are given the length of diagonal AC and the diagonal AD. It is given. Okay. And these 2 altitudes are given. Now you can easily find out. You can easily find what will be the area of triangle ABC. Half into base into height. That is half into D1 into H1. So here you see. Then what will be the area of triangle ACD? ACD. This will be the base. AC is the base and this is the altitude. This is 90 degree and 90 degree. Look at. To find area of ACD, you take AC as the base and H2, H3. This is your H3. This is the altitude. This is the base. So you can easily find what will be the area of triangle ACD. AC is the base. H1 is the altitude. You can easily find what will be the area of what? ABC triangle. Similarly, AD is the base, whose length is suppose D2, and this is the altitude H2. You can easily find what will be the area of triangle ADE. Now after finding the area of 3 triangles, if you add, you will easily get the what? It will give you area of the what? Your pentagon, that is ABCD. That means here what we did? We divided the pentagon into how many triangles? 1, 2, 3. Pentagon. I have already told you into how many maximum triangles a polygon can be divided. What is the formula? I hope you must have remembered. It was discussed. It is n minus 2. N means your number of sides. N is 5. Here in pentagon n is 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. So we can divide a pentagon into maximum 3 triangles. Okay? Into maximum 3 triangles. Now all the 3 triangles you find their areas and you add the 3 areas, you will get area of the what? Pentagon. Children, this is the process by which we can calculate area of a pentagon. In a similar manner, we can calculate area of hexagon. No, not necessary that. Here I would like to say one thing. Not necessary that we will divide a polygon only into triangles. You can divide a polygon into triangle square, triangle and square, triangle parallelogram, trapezium, etc. You can divide it. You can divide the polygon into any linear figure. Okay, it is up to you, it depends upon the question. Okay, so that is the first step. Divide the polygon into different linear or plane figures like triangle or triangle square, triangle, your your trapezium, etc. Then you know their formula, the formula for area. There those particular plane figures, you know their area formula. So using that formula, you calculate the area of all the plane figures into which you divided the polygon or the quadrilateral. Then you add them, you will get the total area of the general quadrilateral or the polygon, as the case may be. Okay. So children, I hope you understood how to find area of polygon as well as area of general quadrilateral. Okay. And in the next class, we are going to discuss more about your area, surface area of other solids like cuboid, cube. There are so many things, cylinder, so many things. Different solids like cuboid, cube, and particularly cylinder is given as per your class 8 syllabus. Okay, so how to find the surface area and volume of those solids, we will discuss it in other classes, and I am sure that whatever I discussed now regarding area of what, your general quadrilateral and polygon, you must have understood. Okay, so we will again meet in the next class. Okay, thank you.